Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to do a quick book review. So before I start though, I would like to say I apologize for having been gone for a long time, because the last video I filmed was the Black Panther review, and thank you so much for all your comments and the engagement we had with that video. For the people who shared that video, for the people who liked that video, the one demon who disliked that video, thank you so much, because I totally enjoyed the conversations we had in that video that were prompted from that video, the education, the enlightenment that we shared, Africans and African Americans having this beautiful, wonderful conversation in my comment section. So thank you. I can't thank you enough, guys, for watching that video. And when I filmed that video, I really actually wasn't feeling too good. I really was feeling so unwell, and I had to muster up the courage to film that video. Thank you so much to my friend Abby, who pushed me to film, saying, you know, we needed to have that conversation and I needed to share my thoughts with everyone. That helped a lot, because hey, it ended up having such a great conversation and dialogue, and that's all I'm always looking for to start with this video. Let us have some dialogue, let's engage. And so thank you so much to everyone who left a comment and was engaging, the people that liked it, thank you so much, and a huge thank you to the chunk load of people who actually subscribed after watching that video. Welcome, and please stay. And please, let's have more conversations down below. Okay, without further ado and no more rambling, because now I'm better. And Beyonce today, she reminded me, girl, you're well. Beyonce and Sarah Jakes, they got me together. I tell you, this Sunday, I was gathered. I'm telling you, like, at my big age, Beyonce and Sarah Jakes gathered me. You know, Sarah Jakes was like, if you're watching this video, I really hope the spirit that is with you is telling you to create, get up and do it. And honestly, I was feeling like that even from yesterday. There was that voice that was saying, girl, get up, sit in front of that camera and start recording your videos. You've got a lot of things to share. And so when I watched her sermon this morning, it just got me right. It got me in the right frame of mind. And it was after I watched Beyonce, and Beyonce just doing her damn thing at Beychella and showing us, girls, I might have been on maternity leave, but I'm back, and I'm back to show I am back and I am black. Like, that was such a display, a wonderful display of blackness, wasn't it? Oh my God, don't you just feel great to be a black woman? Don't you just feel like, yeah, with people like Beyonce, Kelly, Solange dancing, Michelle, oh my God, everything. So anyway, they got me together. They got me to that point of getting up and filming. Like, God was already getting me together, but they were just like that little push that God puts you on a Sunday morning and says, girl, it's April now, let's do this thing. So that's what happened. And did I just say without further rambling and then I rambled? I apologize. Okay, let's get into this. The first book I have is The Career Guide by Catherine and Hilary Kerr. And they're the co-founders of Click Media Group, co-founders and co-CEOs. And you might know them from Who, What, Where. If you're on social media, on Instagram in particular, you do know Who, What, Where. And Buydy.com and MyDomain.com. Who, What, Where clothing line at Target. And so this is just must-know rules for a strategic, stylish, and self-made career. So it's just how to ace it in the boardroom. And I always feel like self-development is very important, especially in the books we take. Like, it's good for us to read fiction, and it exports us. We learn different characters, different cultures, but also self-development books are really great. And this is a great read. And I have to say, Hilary Kerr is a great woman. I've had really nice conversations with her, and you would think someone as successful as her would have certain airs and graces, but really she doesn't. And so this is a great read. This is a great read. This book is called An American Marriage, and it's by Tayari Jones. I will be doing a full review on this book in the next video. This book is about a couple who are the embodiment of the American dream and the New South. He gets in prison for a crime he did not commit, and then we go through that journey of their marriage and their different relationships. And as I've said, I will do an in-depth review of this book. Off the cuff, I'm saying go and buy this book. Even before you've watched my full review, go and buy this book and read this book. It talks about the injustice, incarceration of black men in America. It talks about American marriages, black love, hashtag. It's a great read. It is. I've read several books already in 2014. It's already April. I know. 2014. I am a whole 4 years away. In 2018, and this is the top of my list. It's still at number 1. The second book, which is I'm currently reading and almost 3/4 away, is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This is going to be made into a movie. It is the first in a series of books. Tomi is a young woman. I think she's 24, the author. So, which is a brilliant book. They killed my mother. They took our magic. They tried to bury us. Now we rise. I love this book. I love the Africanness of this book. African fantasy novel that is doing so great. The discussions of oppression, the Yoruba language, the richness of the Africanness that is explored in here. I like it. However, I've had this book for 3 weeks now. I still have not finished this book. I'm 3/4 away. I'm almost finished, but I never take that long with a book. So we know there's an issue, but we'll talk about it later. Today's not the day. Today is not the day. But this is these books here. So these are a series of books. They're like essays by the different authors. Well-known authors have written these, and it's their essays that have been made into books. They just retail for £1, and some were even retailing for 87p. Some I think for 69p, and I bought them on Amazon. I think I got 12. There's about 50 in the series. I got 12, and I think I paid £10 for these 12. Yeah, so what do we have? We have Martin Luther King, a letter from Birmingham. This landmark missive from one of the greatest activists in history calls for direct, non-violent resistance in the fight against racism and reflects on the healing power of love. Very applicable in our day. Maria, the breakthrough. Dorothy Parker. Oh, sorry, I need to show you, don't I? Dorothy Parker, The Custard Heart. Akutagawa and others. 3 Japanese short stories. Akutagawa is a well-known Japanese author. I have never read his work, so I thought this would be a great start for me. George Orwell. Notes on Nationalism, biting and timeless reflections on patriotism, prejudice, and power. From the man who wrote about his nation better than anyone. Because we remember Animal Farm, don't we? Beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime. Oh, my English teacher, Mr. Sharp. He'd make us sing that. It's Camus, and it is Create Dangerously. Camus argues passionately that the artist has a responsibility to challenge, provoke, and speak up for those who cannot in this powerful speech accompanied here by 2 others. I mean, we just watched Beyonce do a whole display of blackness. Beyonce just went full on, like, if you forgot I was black, I am a black woman and I am proud and I am going to have my stage full of black people. She employed hundreds of black men and black women on that stage. She gave us HBCU on that stage. One of my friends is like, I'm going to do my master's at Howard now. I mean, that was the feeling. I was just like, my child is going to an HBCU. Now that's just a fact. That's just what's going to happen. My child is going to an HBCU. They have no say in this. That's where they're going. But my point is, without much digression, is the fact that Beyonce knows she has a responsibility and wears that responsibility and does that responsibility, because sometimes artists are like, no, I'm just here to give you my art, don't think I have any responsibility. But as an artist, you do have a responsibility, because you have a platform, and that's what we should always do. Once you have a platform, use it wisely. Use it wisely. God gave you that gift to have that platform, to sit in front of people, to talk to them, and use it wisely. It says, John Steinbeck, the vigilante, he exposed mob violence, a disturbing encounter, and jail. And then Italo Calvino, the distance of the moon. And this one, Audre Lorde, the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. Eric Killmonger, do you hear this? The master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. I know, I am still referencing Black Panther. Come on, who will not in day-to-day life? So we know this saying, and Audre Lorde is, if you're a black woman, if you're a black woman feminist, if you're a feminist, if you want to know more, if you just want wisdom in your life, Audre Lorde. And I think starting with this and so much more, there's poetry as well in this. This is a great way to start. This is a great introduction to Audre Lorde. And then we have the greatness that is Chinua Achebe, and it is Africa's Tarnished Name, and electrifying essays on the history and complexity and appropriation of a continent from the father of modern African literature. Yes, of course, he is the father of that. James Baldwin, Dark Days. Once more, if you're into your black literature, if you want to get into black literature, if you just want to know who's who in black literature that you need to know, James Baldwin would be a way to start. And I like that these little books have just their essays, which would be a great introduction on fame. So he covers the topics of love, fame, and beauty. There was like 50 of them, and I only picked these 12 because they're the ones that I actually had an interest in. Either I knew the authors or I didn't. I haven't read their works and I would like to get an introduction to them. Or some I felt like they just staples that need to be on my bookshelf. Staples, essays where someone can come to my house and whilst I'm cooking the meal, they can read this. So they don't need to take it away. They can read and put it back, but they've been imparted with wisdom. See? It's a smart way. It is a smart way to entertain your dinner party guests. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for subscribing. And I will catch you in the next video.